So we have three stocks to break down in this video, guys, all of which are pretty oversold if you ask me. So I want to break down the charts, talk entry exit points, what I'm looking to do, all that good stuff. You guys know the drill, so hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and follow me on X at Stocks Talk Stocks. You might as well do that. It's free. And yeah, actually one more thing. Take a sip of your coffee, guys. You're going to need it. Clearly, I need more coffee. I'm almost out of this coffee right here. But either way, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about 11:50 a.m., almost noon here on the East Coast, and we have all the indexes in the green after yesterday's bloodbath. You guys probably remember we had the Russell down about 2% yesterday, I think, and we had the NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow each down about 1.5, 1.6%. So yeah, yesterday was a bit of a bloodbath, the worst day in the stock market since October, I believe, which you guys can see here on the charts for yourselves. Back in October, SPY went down from around 438 to about 409, 408, so it lost around $30 in October alone. That was a drop of around 6-7%, and since that point, man, it's been clear blue skies until yesterday, where we had a pretty decent sell-off, but now we're bouncing across the board. We have the Russell up 1.2%, NASDAQ's up 0.9%, S&P and the Dow each up around 0.6%, 0.7%, so it looks like we're getting that bounce back. Buyers are buying up that dip, and it looks like the indexes here, well, the ETFs that I look at, SPY Triple Q, which track the indexes, those are bouncing off of the moving averages on the 4-hour chart. You guys can see SPY is seeing buying pressure above the 50 SMA here. You guys can see if I zoom in right there. Same thing with Triple Q. Let me pull it up and show you guys. Come on, there we go. Yep, there we go. You guys can see 402, 403 is where buyers came in right by that 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, which is a good sign for the bulls in the very, very short term. So we'll see now, do we start pushing towards the highs from a couple of days ago on Triple Q? Well, actually yesterday we hit 410, 411, or do we end up getting rejected at 408, 407, and maybe seeing a bit of selling, which could also still happen, guys, to be honest, considering 407, 408, that was the high from the 18th of September, not September, geez, December a couple of days ago, and we're also getting rejected there as of this morning. So do we break 408, go to 410, 411, or do we get rejected, start going down under 400 again? Clearly right now, it looks like we're in the green. We're not getting too much selling pressure, but really it could still go either way here on Triple Q and on SPY, which you guys can see on the 5-day, 5-minute, right? We are getting a bit of resistance at 472 on SPY, which not only is the 180 SMA resistance here on the 5-day, 15-minute chart, but that's also the high from earlier this week, the end of last week as well. So keep in mind, guys, even though we're in the green, this could still go either way when it comes to SPY and Triple Q. So with that being said, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Let me pull up these three stocks that I want to break down in this video, and then we'll wrap up the video. Maybe I'll do a bonus one at the end, so make sure you guys stick on throughout. So number one is UNH. So let me pull it up and show you guys. United Health Group, which is up a little bit today, 0.3%. All right, honestly, it's not much, but hey, I'll take it, man. It's green, right? It's green, not too bad. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at here on UNH, and I'll do that by just showing you this channel that it's in. Let me actually draw this out and show you guys. We can see clearly that we're in this channel right now, and now we're towards the bottom of the channel. In other words, we're getting pretty oversold in the short term. You guys can see now the stock's at what, 517? It was at 555, 560 a couple of really just about a week or two ago. So this stock has sold off around $40 in the past couple of days, about 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks roughly. It's down about 7%, and now we're under both moving averages on the 4-hour chart. Keep that in mind. And again, we're towards the bottom of this channel, which if we look at the 4-hour time frame here, guys, we've seen buying pressure at this point time and time again over the past couple of months, right? You guys can see where we hit it at 445 back in June. We then rallied. We also hit 450 back in mid-July. Then we rallied to the top of the channel. Then recently, well, maybe not so recent, but about 3 months ago in September, we hit 475, then we rallied all the way to about 550. So yeah, we're pretty much back towards the bottom of the channel again. Sure, there could be more downside, maybe down to about 500, 505, maybe 495, I don't know. But at some point, I think we are going to get consolidation and a bounce back on United Health Group, and we have earnings coming up. Let's see here, in the new year, yeah, on the 12th of January, it looks like, in the morning, so that's about 2-3 weeks away. So maybe we rally into earnings. I don't know. Time will tell. But either way, this is getting pretty oversold. Let's wait for the consolidation and the bounce back. We're not actually getting that quite yet, but I'm putting it on your radar regardless. It's on my radar. And full disclosure, I don't own UNH or any of these stocks for that matter that we're going to talk about today, but I'm eyeing up entry points on these. Entry point on this one would be around 505. 510, 515, 20, honestly, where it is right now. But I'm looking more for consolidation and that confirmation before I do end up entering UNH. But either way, I'm watching that very closely. BBY is best buy. I'm also watching this one as it is pulling back a bit. You guys can see we did hit around $78 a couple of days ago. Now we're at $75. And we're still obviously breaking out. We're above the moving averages. We have a golden cross after downtrending for a couple of months. We hit $85 back in July, got down to about 62 by the middle of November, so a 4-month sell-off. And since the last earnings report, BBY has been breaking out from $62. Now it got all the way to almost 78, or 80. Now it's at $75. So let's see if we get buyers on this dip here on BBY, guys, whether it's around $70 to $73, maybe $75 where we're at. I'm looking at the weakness here for maybe a move ultimately past 80 and towards the mid 80s. That's where I think personally BBY best buy could be going. Is it guaranteed? Of course not, guys. Nothing's guaranteed. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but overall BBY on this weakness could be an opportunity, in my humble opinion, kind of like what we saw a couple of days ago. You guys can see we saw a sell-off from 76 down to about 70. Then we ripped all the way to almost 80. That's something similar that I'm watching out for here on BBY moving forward. And before we talk about the last stock here, guys, don't forget to get your free stocks from Mumu, up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. This is the best promo right now by far. Use that link down below, open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks, each up to $2,000, and fund your account with at least $1,000 on top of those 5 stocks for a limited time. The clock's ticking. You get 10 more stocks, each of those up to $2,000. Totaling 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that Mumu link down below. I appreciate you guys, as always, as that is an affiliate link, full disclosure. And with that being said, cheers. Let's talk about the last stock here, which is and also known as Illumina, which isn't as oversold, I guess you could argue, on the when it comes to the RSI on the 4-hour chart. But overall, guys, come on, the stock's still very beaten down. It was at $230 back in April. It hit $90 right after earnings a couple of weeks ago, and since that point, it's been completely breaking out. Now we're above the moving averages. We have a golden cross here on the 4-hour chart. Now we're at $140, and it's actually up almost 4.5% on the day so far today, which is great. So let's see if Illumina could see any signs of a pullback here, maybe a little bit. Nothing crazy. I think a pullback to 125, 130 could be a nice entry point on this overall breakout, on this overall reversal. So yeah, pretty much, guys, there's not much more to say on Illumina. It's kind of like a reversal play in my opinion, and you could argue that it's already made a big move, but honestly I think there could be more juice left in the rally, especially if we get this thing on a pullback in the 125, 130 range. I'm thinking we could explode higher even more from there. I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.